date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're running with Saquon Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts to throw. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down, a run with Barkley. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts setting up to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Barkley. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
No touchdown. And let's go. 73.
On 4th down, Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Gabe, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
All set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they sends it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. There's the intensity we expected in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Come on, set. Black 40. Set.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Riding by his back, it's Jacobs. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Love now, off the play action. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Seth Vaughn with the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. This one's headed for the sideline and out. Look at the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crosses. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They go to Barkley again. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep. Or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap